And we are live. There we go. Publish. Good to go. Now we wait. Put over there. Wrong one. OBS. Howdy, Moa. Welcome, welcome. Getting the references you sent in pasted into the doc. Do you remember to reset your volume after last night? Boulder, I will be completely 100% honest with you. How's the audio sound right now? Bit quiet, but I think you can turn it up in OBS. Okay. I ask because I didn't change anything, aside from swapping back to my old mic. I have not changed the Windows settings at all. I switched back to my old Blue... Well, actually, I say that. I've changed pretty much everything except that slider. So if the audio quality is still good, but just a bit quiet, I'm keeping this one. Which is really weird. I changed the position of the arm, and by position, I mean literally where it is on my desk. So now I actually have it sitting directly in front of my mouth. And this mic is a little better at picking up directional audio, I believe. And comes with its own pop filter, so now I've got two to help with those particularly explosive plosives. But the real thing that I switched back to this mic for, if I'm being 100% completely honest with you, is that it has a mute button. It has a button on the microphone that lets me mute. It also has, I think, a gain knob. I'm not really sure what the knob on the Rodent did, to be completely honest with you. It seemed to have no discernible effect on anything from what I could see, which was certainly something. Started 1000xDesist. Will there be spoilers today? Not likely. No. I'm planning on having this be an art stream, and then if we get far enough, like if we get this done within 2 hours, maybe I could start. But it's not likely. We'll probably just call this an art stream, because I'm not gonna lie, I have not been sleeping well lately. Rode knob controlled the monitor volume on the built-in audio jack. I see. Yeah, I haven't been sleeping well lately, which is a shame, because I've been getting a good amount of sleep. It just hasn't been quality sleep. And especially, I mean, last night, as soon as stream was over with Joe, I immediately fell asleep. So I got extra sleep, and for some reason, I'm still tired. I truly don't know why. Also, I'm realizing, hold on. Thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. 9 months! Clown, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah. Yeah. A lot has been going on. I'm hoping that this microphone situation can be fine. It's very annoying not to understand exactly what is going on, and to know that it works in one context and doesn't work in another, and not understand where that disconnect is. This is all just a long-winded way to say that I'm very frustrated with how truly terrible my microphone quality was on Joe's stream last night. It was really fucking bad. Which is particularly frustrating, because when I listen to my VODs and my recordings, hey, that's just fine. Granted, I know that Discord isn't going to have the audio filters that I have set up through OBS, but it's still frustrating to know that there's that large disconnect, especially when I need it most. What other reference pictures do we have? Hold on. Also, forgive me for not being super set up. Like I said, I have been all over the place today. I got up pretty early and haven't really done anything with my day. Second favorite monitor streamer, actually watching most on mobile. I see. Let's pull up the music to get things started. There we go. It was a little worse than Mouse and Joe, but not too bad. Maybe the self-criticism is speaking a little louder than rationality, but that was like Xbox 360 wireless mic bad to me. It is unlistenable, as far as I'm concerned. I will not be watching that VOD back. Which is, again, very annoying, because literally nothing changed about my sound settings or environment from that stream and the last one that I was on. And it was completely fine that time around. Or the first time around, rather. So I don't know what could have possibly influenced it to be so supremely terrible. But that is a problem for another time. For now, things seem to be okay on my end, so we'll figure that out as we go. Today, we're going to be making our model for the 1000xDesist streams. I got this character model from Moa. I asked him for reference pictures since this was the game that he recommended. Or rather, that well, no, you sort of circumvented the system to get this one in, didn't you? You got this one in during the Jadsia Marbles, right? I was sort of conscripted to stream this game while I was away, if I'm remembering correctly. So we'll have to figure out what's going on there. I'll be completely honest with you. I know literally nothing about this game in the slightest. My only points of exposure sound a lot better today. Yeah, that's what some actual audio filters can do. But regardless of the audio quality, your addition to the Umi is awesome. Hope to see more. Thank you. Yes, people seem to appreciate it, which is nice. It's just I feel bad that the audio quality was so poor, and it's a little rough for me. Again, it's self-criticism speaking louder than reason. Played for 2 hours and I was hooked. Gotcha. I truly have absolutely no idea what the game is about at all. Like I said, my only points of exposure are people telling me it's a good game. I think Lena Raine and her wife have mentioned it a couple of times, and that was in a very positive light. And the Balatro deck. I like the game, but tried it first on Switch. Don't do that. It is bad. Alright, well, considering I'm going to be streaming it on PC, I should probably be fine in that regard. Let's grab our good friend Shape Guideline. I had planned to get at least a preliminary sketch of what this model looked like done before stream started, but again, my mood and energy level are sort of in a constant state of flux lately. Never seen this game before, but god is that UI ugly. A rainbow circle with, like, a random triangle in the middle? What is that even supposed to mean? Koru, this is the first time you've ever posted in my chat? It's the first my first ever Koru post? What an honor! Good to see you, buddy. Hope you enjoy it. Okay. You're gonna have to give me some grace on this one. Granted, we have a 4-hour general, like, courtesy time limit, so I'll have some time to figure it out. Where's my water? Why does it have to be, like, just a little inconveniently out of reach? Oh, with my left arm, too. My left arm has been sore for, like, 3 days now. I talked about this on a... Hold on, I'm taking a sip. I talked about this on Joe's stream a little bit. I'm going to be building a contraption to get a more insulated sound setup. Jelly, just want to say, I love your Uryu. Uryu. There we go. A little better sound quality on that one. Which is weird, because I'm not sure if you can tell. You may be able to. I'm sure Boulder's ears are finely tuned to the frequency to be able to pick up on this. I'm not in the blanket fort right now, which is upsetting, because I know for sure my audio quality is going to be better than it was yesterday. Just a bit of an echo. Yeah, it's not exactly a prime soundscape, but that's why I'm building the contraption. I pilfered, keyword there, salvaged may be more appropriate for my purposes, a giant cardboard box from a local auto parts dealership. And that shit was heavy. It is big enough. I have, for scale, Joe's actual desk. The desk that Joe has, I used to have it. It's sitting on my porch. We still just keep forgetting to put it out for garbage night. Hate to say that the echo is lesser right now while it handles your louder speech slightly worse. I'm going to be completely honest with you, Boulder. If I try and handle any audio problems at all this stream, I'm going to lose it. Alright? For that specific issue, I am teetering on the edge, so it does not exist right now. It 1,000 times does not exist. Anyway, someone asked what the point of today's stream is. It's an art stream. We're making I'm going to be streaming 1000xDesist, so we're making an art model because that is something I do now, I guess. Not something I do now, it's something that I've done for quite some time, as you may be able to tell by the rogues gallery we've got assembled here. Anyway, I'm not really sure where to start, but just give me some grace. I need to figure out what the hell's going on with these shapes. It wouldn't be the first time, Park here in Honda. It wouldn't be the first time. Nor will it be the last, I have to imagine. You know, we've got this one. No, it was pretty flat. Sometimes they're just like that, though, I suppose. Alright, what the hell's going on here? Okay, well, I can already say one little thing that we're gonna do, because I'm oh so clever, is we're just gonna... Well, I don't know why it's purple, but... You know. We'll do glasses, a classic, although it looks like the glasses go like... that. Just getting an idea for it. Or whatever. So we can turn that circle into glasses pretty easy. Good neck thing, so we don't have to worry about cheating that part of it. What is going on with this top? Okay, hold on. So we got... Okay. Whole neck part. That's a whole thing going on there. That's fine. We have that figured out. And then... torso. What's going on here? So... deep V on that one. It looks like a V on the sides as well. And there's a sort of... I could only really describe it as a girdle situation. Just a little tilted. Okay. Just color that in because that's gonna be black. What is this? So this is like armor of some kind? Okay. And then the arms. Has some kind of pauldron. Okay. What's your favorite game? Chicory: A Colorful Tale is my favorite game of all time. It is an absolutely delightful experience. Did Moa give you this reference image? Moa did give me this reference image, yes. I have been told not to look up anything. I haven't played the game, but I feel the two shiny lines on her hair draw my attention. Might be good to incorporate. Possibly. Although those are definitely hair clips, and we seem to be lacking follicularly speaking. That's definitely not a word, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Wait, they're bald? By virtue of not having hair, yes. I would say so. That's generally what being bald is, no? Okay, so it is armor, because that's sort of coming up like that. But for the most part, we don't really need to worry about rendering all that jazz. Or, you know, our model's going to end right there. And then we got, like, designs or whatever stuff going on there. From there. Devil's going to be in the details on this one from the looks of it. Okay. Also, the music is pretty much inaudible. Gotcha, I forgot I made it. I made it quiet for me. That should be better. And before Amon comes in and asks, no, I did not remember to separate the audio channels. Oops. Alright, am I missing... Okay, that's so loud. That's so loud. That's so loud. It's so loud. I'll just turn the audio up in here. That should be better. Okay. I mean... Mo, are there any other, like, essential details I'm not picking up on here? I feel like the general idea is pretty set in stone. I'd say you're good. Okay, and then obviously we're gonna also make glasses are gonna be like our eyes are usually like this. So we're just gonna do a classic connect them, make them look like glasses. Maybe for a blink frame, we could instead do like a real quick like glasses shine type deal. But it might be hard to make him not look like sunglasses. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Other than that, though, I think we've got a general idea pretty down pat. How to clear a name. Smaller glasses than eyes with shine? Potentially, yeah. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. It's hard to conceptualize what it'll look like on the actual model. I'm just going for the preliminary sketch like this. But I think we have the general idea. And then this was probably going to be something... If we can get Hex-chan looking like that, that'd be cool. We'll see what we can do. Is that Krita? It is! I've been using Krita for about 4 years now, I want to say. Alright. Let's make this guy a little... Nope. A little bigger. Okay, here's what we'll also do, just because it's a little annoying that that box is so big. Control V, Control C. Alright, good, good. Good, good. You really can't beat Krita's price point, no. Free is a very hard price to turn down, especially for drawing software that is so... What's the word I'm looking for? I mean... It gets the job done and it has a lot of extra features. Passable? It's more than competent. It is much more than competent. There's a lot here that I just don't use that is truly impressive. Like, it is a... Powerful would probably be the word, yes. It is a remarkably powerful drawing software for its price point. I truly do wonder if I would ever recommend any alternative, even ones that cost money. Like, I have Clip Studio Paint. I just don't use it. Okay, I think we go for the classic. Thinner neck on this one. Just feeling stuff out. Use CSP these days, but I'll always have respect for Krita. It's genuinely great. Yeah, it's just very good software. Like, it is not a compromise to use this. It is not anything of that sort. It is just genuinely good to use. I don't even know that there are particularly, like... I don't have any notable downsides for Krita either. It's not like... I'm making no compromises in using this. It is just good drawing software that I use consistently and have no reason to switch away from. Okay. And again, we have our preliminary sketch. I say again as if I've already explained this. We have our sketch. Now I'm just seeing how it'll sort of graft onto the usual model shape we go for. Okay, and then I think we go for cinch the waist a little. A little. Yeah, I know a lot of people who use Photoshop for art as well, which seems to be a good alternative so long as you're paying the right price for it. I've been doing a few things and might have missed this. Are you planning to start 1000xDesist today or save it for tomorrow? I most likely going to start tomorrow. I don't think at the pace and energy level I'm working at, I'll be able to finish this model. Well, I mean, I'm not doing anything particularly involved with this model. It seems like it's going to be a pretty standard fare. Not that that's a bad thing. So we'll see. Most likely going to start tomorrow. There's a chance that I will start today. But we shall see. I'm planning on finishing either Tuesday or Thursday. Howdy, Flora. Welcome, welcome. Okay, and this looks like it comes in kind of like there. I love when I can just sort of graft parts onto the existing model sections that I already have. It's always nice. Use my shape guideline to guide my shapes and lines. Always a good time. If you have 5 minutes at the end, I would strongly recommend to just experience the opening. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Okay, armor comes out a little more. That's really good. We'll just have it come back out. Terrible phrasing on my part. If there was a miscommunication there, I do not understand what it was. It seems pretty normal to me. Like, if I have time at the end of this stream, just watch, you know, just play through the opening, right? Do I have it installed? I don't. Well, I'm sure that bitrates have never been throttled by trying to download something while streaming before, so... Okay. Now here's my question. When I'm trying to draw this right now, am I making it look bad, or do I just think it looks bad? Am I drawing it poorly, or am I drawing it correctly and I just don't like how it looks? This thing. This armor girdle. I feel like this is a trust the process moment. I mean, I don't have any problem with, like, what I've drawn here yet. I feel like that this is fine. This is fine. I don't think I like this. Hold on. I just don't think I like this part of her actual design. I don't know what the fuck is going on here, and I don't think it looks very good. That's my main problem. I don't know what the armor girdle is. This thing. That thing. Not a fan. Hates a defined waist. I'd say that's more of an abdomen, but I suppose we can agree to disagree. The whole armor's a bit of a mess. Yeah, it seems like it was designed using, like, survivor's bias as, like, a guiding principle. And that the only part that's not armored, really, is her most vulnerable part, you know? They're just her whole chest completely unprotected. But, I mean, you know, from what I've heard of this game, maybe it's symbolism. Anyway, where was I? Have this come out a little more, then we'll figure out this whole design situation or whatever the hell's going on there. That's suspiciously womb tattoo adjacent. Let's not worry about that too much. Then how do I want these pauldrons to look? I don't like this armor. I don't like this armor at all. Oh, man. Okay, let's figure out what the fuck is going on here. So we've got... Okay, so we've got one plate like that, essentially, right? And we've got another plate coming down like that. And then we've got hinge or whatever the hell this is, assumingly on the other side as well. Okay, and then we've got the whole, like, elbow piece thing. Right? Okay. Oh, hey, it's finished installing already. Imagine trying to stretch with those shoulder plates, you would accidentally behead yourself. No, I think they're actually... In that sense, they're very ergonomically designed, in that I think if you fully raised your arm with that, it would actually contour to your shoulder area. Just judging by the shape of it. Which might be why it's designed like that. I just don't like it. No reaching that. No, I mean, like, I think you could fully extend your arm upwards with that, and if you see it, it flares out towards the end here, right? It's what's the phrase that I'm looking for? Convex, right? So it's designed in such a way that it would, rather than being just straight so it would lay flat, it looks like it would actually fall and then curve along this curve on your neck. At least that's the idea I'm getting. How do I draw that from a 3/4 angle? This is, like, not quite the angle that I need to go for. Okay, I think I'm understanding why I don't like this very much. And it is my fault. You there. Move, we need some room. Give us some room. It's higher up on her waist than I've drawn it for my model. I was drawing it around, well, there. Maybe, well, no, I mean, that's sitting at generally the same place, isn't it? She does have a long torso. It's right on her, under her ribs. Okay, let's play around with some placement then. I feel like it could go thereabouts. I mean, it is my model. No one's saying I can't change anything. Let's see. And this is also less of, like, in the under area. This goes, like, that, almost. Something like that, maybe? I'm trying to flare it out to imply that, you know, that's like where the waist is, but it's not really working. Let's not fuss with it too much, because I have a feeling that I need to see the whole picture, and then it might start to make sense. This part, at least, I feel confident about. Not as wide and points down more. Yeah, it's more of a steeper angle. We'll fuss with it. We'll fuss with it. We'll figure it out. For now, I need to get these gauntlets. I need to figure out what the hell's going on there. So they're gonna come up to about there. Simplify shapes when you can. And then, I can't tell if there's actually a divide on the armor there, or if I'm just seeing something. Some kind of a hinge. Sorts. That section there. And then... I need a better idea of what her arms look like. Mo, did you send me a reference that shows her arms any better? Yes, but it's very hard to tell with that lighting. Can't tell if her arms are short or long. Well, here's what's happening. This is thigh armor here. That's part of her legs. That's coming up. And it's obscuring the arm here. See what I mean? Whereas her hand would be down here. So she's got upright posture, arms at her side, and this is just armor that is coming in front of her arm. See? Anyway. Now, if I'm trying to look at this, it looks like there's more plating happening. We just do one of those, perhaps. It's really hard to tell. Whole thing. Oh, grab this. I'm just gonna make an executive decision. That's better. Okay, see, once it's mirrored, and it won't look exactly like this, but now that it's mirrored, that looks much better. Yeah. Okay. So now we just gotta figure out the minutia of how we want this torso to look. Really. And then if we can find a better picture of what the gauntlet looks like, that could be helpful as well. Now let's just... There's the shape guideline. You can mostly go away. Hold on. Goodbye. Grab that bit. Delete. Okay. Okay. How do we want you to look, torso? How do we want you to look? Whew. Big stretch. Get some water for a sec while we think. Okay. So let me block this with some colors just so that I feel like I'm understanding how this outfit is supposed to look. We'll go for like this gray as the like main color. Right? There's that. That's going to be in the arms as well, under the armor. And this neck. Then we have this almost like greenish color. A verdigris may be the right word for it. Why don't I just grab it there? It's definitely more green when it's in isolation like that, rather than with any actual color applied to it, but... Okay, well, when I have it green like that, it looks quite bad, actually, but... Let's grab one of the cooler colors from that. Even though it's the highlight. Just so that we have a better idea of what this might look like. More of a dark purple. No, it's definitely not purple. Oh, wow, it looks completely different on my second monitor. There are, like, very obvious green tones on my main monitor, and then it's not there at all when I'm looking through my OBS window. That's fun. That's really fun. This is also going to be that green color. Okay. And then we have, like, sort of a black lace situation going on here. Right? Definitely a lace situation. I don't know why I'm making it look like fishnets, but don't worry about it. Then this will also be that grayish black down there. Right, I think we have a good general idea. I only see black on our clothes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's very clear. I don't know if it's just the lighting in the scene here, or what. But I'm getting definite greens on the armor. My guess is that that probably is something to do with the lighting. BRB, let me fire up the game here. Gotcha. I think we've got a good general idea. But again, I think something with the shape of the torso needs to change, and not just the girdle there. The rim lighting is pretty influential in the shading of the screenshots I've seen. Yeah, that's my guess. She's probably in a scene that has a lot of green in the lighting. Hello, Jello. I'm drawing something with you in it right now. Thank you, Luna Panda. It's nice to hear. Hope it comes out well. Okay. Yeah, this torso shape, we gotta do something with it. I'm not seeing the greens, more dark purple. I am. Okay, yeah, so it's definitely the lighting of the scene itself. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. How do we want to play with this torso? Because something... It's coming across more like... Sentai Ranger-esque? Is anyone else picking up on that? Rather than it being this sort of sheer shirt with the lace underneath. So what can we do to influence that a little? Or is it just going to look like that until I apply some of the texturing? It might just look like that until I apply the rendering and the texture. Why Microsoft Edge? You know better than to be open ever. Okay, here's what we'll do. Control V. I think the current lack of perceived depth adds to the "it's a bodysuit" vibe. Yeah. I need to figure out this situation. Go. Okay. Change this back to 32. That's more so laying across, but we'll figure it out. I feel like that needs to be a sharper V. Okay. I think we're just retreading the same old ground and not fixing any of the issues that were present originally. Just doing it again but cleaner doesn't solve anything, but may give us a sharper idea of what's actually going on. Yeah, some distinction just needs to be drawn between the texture on this part and the texture on these parts. I really, really do not like this. Ugh. Again, I can't tell if I'm depicting it inaccurately or if I just don't like how it looks. The model is giving more tech compared to the reference. I'm with the reference is more biological feeling with few straight lines. I think that might be it, yeah, whenever we... Why not take some liberty? Yeah, I mean, naturally. You're right, though, that with my model, it definitely comes across looking less organic. Maybe that's part of the issue. Top around the chest looks latexy, while the girdle and the others are a bit more metallic-y carapace. Yeah. So maybe I should do like a... more rounded situation, and then the armor sections, have that come across as sharper angles. Try and highlight that contrast. It just looks very... Hmm. Hmm. We'll figure it out. We just gotta trust it for a bit. I also need to take this and... Nope, not rotate. A little wider. Lower part of the armor looks like something you'd wear to cover the crotch area. Except, yeah, that's... I mean, that's the crotch area right there. It's higher. It's in the waist. It's waist armor. It's like a girdle. But it's still shaped like that, which presents a unique challenge for my model, since it usually cuts off around that waist area. It actually doesn't look that bad right now. I don't know why I'm getting so fussed over it. It looks fine. It looks fine. I just don't like that it looks like that. It's like... It looks fine. It's relatively accurate to the model. I just don't like how it looks. Could go to sharper angle, I guess. That might do something. I need to... I'm gonna... It's not a Homestuck music kind of night. I gotta say. I need to find different playlists, or rather create different playlists for different energy levels. Okay, I'm sure that looks fine. Yeah, I'm getting fussed over nothing. It looks fine. Alright. Okay. Da, da, da. Don't like that. Oh, here's another thing I'm noticing, is this doesn't take up that whole sort of neck area. This is like... kinda... like a section. How do I want to shape that? Because I feel like... It's weird. What do I want to round and what do I want to straighten? Because if I want to straighten the armor out, then I can make this neck piece more rigid. Sort of contrast that. But I don't know. I like the idea of having the armor be rigid. Let's see how we feel. Okay, there we go. That's probably gonna stay there. Okay. Relatively good. Okay. This armor girdle. That waist flare out a little bit. Okay. I think that's going to look fine once we get to rendering and we can see the distinction between the cloth and the, or, you know, the bodysuit and the armor. We'll have to work hard to make sure that distinction is really clear, though, I think. No half-assing on the eraser. Okay. Now for the arms. I think we did a decent job of simplifying that into a nice triangle shape, which is good. That'll help a lot. Goes like that. That, and then this part I'm not so sure about. I think the pauldron, honestly, or not pauldron, the gauntlet comes up in a weird way. It's probably not a good thinking tick to have for an audio medium like this. Can't imagine that's a very pleasant sound to hear so often. Oh, drop the pen. Alright, try to do a little pen twirl, and it didn't work at all. Oh, bump the entire desk. It's going great. We're doing so good right now. Okay. I forgot what this was in this playlist. This whole section here. How do I want this to look in the final product? Thank you, C8. I needed that. think I could just have that be a triangle again. I think that works fine, even if it looks a little geometrically harsh. A lot of triangles on this bad boy. Sure are a lot of triangles. Pork is trimmed and ready to fry. Looks great. Heard some talk about the model cutoff. Why not model slightly more and cut off where it fits? Formatting reasons, mostly, I would say. I have, we'll call it a fixation, because that sounds accurate and yet not entirely disparaging. With making sure that the heads of my model line up with one another. So if we go through my catalog, you'll see that when I swap between each of these different heads, they're all keeping the head and eye relatively in the same place, so as to make transition between the different models completely seamless in a way that's really satisfying to me, right? It just sort of works. If I adjust the cutoff, it's not actually going to adjust where the armor gets cut off, because the head is our anchor point. Right? So even if I were to model lower down in the body, you wouldn't see it anyway, because that's where it gets cut off. Right? Howdy, the real decoy. Welcome, welcome. It's going good. I think we've got a solid base to work with here, though. I think this is good. Have those guys go away. Sketch underneath, go away. Move all this. Group layer. You're all in the sketch phase now. Well, except I should probably take you out. And I can still keep you in there. Okay. A lot of the work of defining these shapes is going to come from the rendering process more than anything, it seems like. That's fine. Yep. Group layer. Arms. Oh, let's make sure that we have that. I think that's, yeah, ever so slightly skewed. That goes there. Alright. I think there might be a problem here with the waist area kind of looking like it's... something doesn't look quite right there. I can't put my finger on exactly what's making that feel like that. Let's just try drawing it again and seeing if that changes anything. That feels better. Okay. And then some detailing. Actually, let's Control V. Working. Now, as far as detailing, time to subdivide some stuff. this we can have like that. That doesn't look great. Actually, it looks like a section is missing in the middle here, but I'm not going to get that in the weeds about it. A little too far apart. 3, 4, 5, 6. Go. Go. Looks good. I'm gonna go like that. This part of the arms really should probably be thinner. The divide between the plates there. Okay. How do we want to do the detailing on this armor? There's a lot of like very complex crest work going on. And I feel like if I just draw squiggles, that wouldn't quite be getting it across, but also not sure what else to do. The squig and mirror, a classic, absolutely. It works for a reason. I don't think that's anything, actually. I don't like those three. And then now I'm finding out they're not exactly mirrored properly, so we'll just scooch a little and cheat it out. That whole outer part that I'm not really feeling. Yeah, good enough. That works for me. And then new layer. We'll do like a one of these. One of those. Go for... some lines there. Good. Looking good. Trust the process. Trust the process. Okay, alright, alright. And then... perfect. Perfect. Okay. See, Control V. Then actually, I'm going to merge these down twice. These are going to be at, like, call that 30% opacity. Okay. Sounds good, sounds good. Then we merge you down. Control C, Control V. Control V. A classic for the ages. Okay. I feel like I should fill in these gaps even though they're not filled in there. We'll figure it out. Don't worry, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I have faith. We've gotten this far. Well, I accidentally decapitated myself. Happens to the best of us, I suppose. Now, where is a model that we can use to center ourselves? Default. There you are, my good friend. My guiding moonlight. Okay. Actually, this is the one that should be opaque right now. How do I do this? I think I have both of them set to opaque a little bit so that I can line them up based on, like, a pixel. I find an anchor point. There we go. Alrighty. There we go. Real quick. Save. Cool. Stretch. And then back to work. Working model. Alright, we want glasses, don't we? How do we want to do that? I mean, get rid of those. Eyelashes probably stay, right? Eyelashes probably stay. I suppose showing up above the glasses, maybe? No, let's roll out face lines, yeah. I'm trying to see if I can be economical and just have the eyes turn into the glasses based on their shape, but... May I suggest something radical? Homestuck it? Denied. Motion denied, categorically. And then something like that, maybe? That seems like it might do the trick. I think that's it. Yeah, that's the general idea. At the very least. Okay, we'll add those as classes. Move them outside. What we're gonna do. The ref glasses are fucking... Yeah, no, she's got some massive circular frames, yes. Not massive, but large circular frames. Yeah, that should work. Right, goes outside as well. Just in case. Yeah, that works. That works. Okay. Oh, bump the mic. So around it, select, invert, grow 15. Okay. Back-to-back bangers today. Okay. Group layer. Oh, into the group layer you go. I think this needs to be Control V. Yep, there we go. It always finds the free. Paper boats floating on a stream, and it would seem we'll never be apart. I will always find you, like it's written in the stars. You can run, but you can't hide. Try. Man, Transistor was so good. Transistor was so good. Pulling from different poles, no control, we'll never be apart. I will always find you, like it's written in the stars. You can run, but you can't hide. Okay. Decent. The armor. I have a feeling that this is all going to look like it's going to come together as soon as I see it all colored in. It's the impression I'm starting to get. Nope. That's the. I want to fill this in more. I always forget that these have like a long pause after them when they finish. this is a good one. It's not a music song. Clouds by Luke Faulkner. It's a good one. This, I believe, is what I was using. There we go. Go. Goes there. Yeah, I can see the pieces falling into place here. The only ones that we really need to figure out are here. I think I just... hit it with that real quick. No. See, here's the thing. Is... that's sort of like a lacy fabric that reveals a little bit of the skin underneath. And her skin tone is a nice... like saturated, like, I don't know why I can't think of the word, tan? Or whatever it is. She has an actual human skin tone, right? And so that provides a little bit of color interest in her midsection there that doesn't exist otherwise. The problem with my character is the quote-unquote skin underneath is going to be stark white. Which means that we don't have that little bit of color interest there. So what can we do, maybe, that could supplement that? What if... I think this might be the sauce we were missing. How do we feel about something like that? Bit glowy, yeah, maybe it's a little too intense on the glow. Maybe a little too intense. I think if I add it there, I should add it as some accents to some other pieces. Need your signature wound tattoo, perhaps? No, not on this one. Might be a little too gaudy, a little too distracting. I think... hold on, let's... give me a second. Let's see it in its totality, real quick. Let me Control-C, yoink those real quick. Here's another reason why I'll always line the heads up. Instead of having to redraw the eyes, boom, perfect. Get the glasses in there. And then the eyelashes as well. Maybe the eyelashes are crowding in a little bit. Hold on. Let me go for a classic maneuver. Hold on. Bet you weren't expecting this bullshit. Boom. Am I not a visionary of the modern era? I mean, it was kind of slapdash, but I do think that works quite well. It's gone from androgynous lashes to more feminine ones. That easy. That's all you need, baby. Just flip the chessboard. I'm not gonna lie. I think it all just came together there. I think that might have been the sauce we were missing. I'm not gonna lie. I think that might have been it. Because the glow on its own in this section wasn't really doing it for me, but when we have the glow with the eyes, then it becomes something that's a consistent part of the outfit. I think that's it. The only thing we need to do is add a little spice, which is to say some rendering on the armor itself. This whole section here. Okay, so here's what I like to do. Here is my go-to. All right, this is a Jelly Original strat for when you want it to look like your armor has some texture to it, okay? You take your base color. You go a shade darker. Lightly go over it. You go lighter. Lightly go over it. Boom. And all of a sudden we have some texture. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Walrus rating with a party of 25. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. You came at a good time. We were just pulling all the pieces together. How'd it go? I saw you were playing Darkest Dungeon 2. How's it going for that so far? I don't know that Darkest Dungeon 2 is a game that I will ever have the mental fortitude to withstand. Howdy, howdy. Welcome, welcome. Some hypothetical raiders here. In some manner of speaking. It's better than one. It's going well. I've lost many chatters, but less than the time before. Hey, that's improvement, baby. We'd like to see that. Alright, and then add a little bit of glow on the areas. Just to sell that it's there. Alright. I'm not gonna lie. I think this was feeling very sauceless mere moments ago. But I think we really brought it all together there. I feel quite good about all that. How do we feel, chat? How do we feel about that? Alright. Big stretch. It fits. Well done, Chef. Thank you, thank you. Goes hard as hell. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Okay, in that case, let us figure out what we want to do for the animation frames. That goes away. Okay, now I want to lower the music so I can think. Well, no, I can't lower it. It's Moonscape and it's almost done. Moa, this is just the vibe that I'm getting. All right. Again, you might be able to tell by how I name my models. I like to just go for a generalized noun that describes the model. The vibe I'm getting from this, and if I'm wrong, obviously I won't call it that, is this character an officer of some kind? Is there a good generally higher than an officer? What would be a good generalized noun? I can't say. Alright. General? Lieutenant. I'm just gonna go with officer, because it seems like it fits, and it will help for my personal upstairs databank. Man of answer can't give an answer? Damn, I know, it's frustrating in that way sometimes. Oh shit, wait. I meant to add lace to this. Working merged. How do I want to do lace? How do I do lace? Is there... hold on. Textures? Can I steal something from here? halftone. Surely halftones are lace. No. Nope. Nuh-uh. Come on, there has to be something we can do to cheat this. What is this? Chalk? Nope. There's a chalk brush? Oh, that's a fun one. Oh, I gotta play with that sometime. That's nice, actually. That's got a real nice look to it. That's the thing. Is this like a... What is this? Soft... Oh, my God. I need to look at these sketch brushes more. Holy... What is that? That's just a regular pencil. These are new. I don't remember those being there. Oh, this is a fun one. That can, like... Okay. Yeah, I kind of just found stuff that I liked and then stuck to it. What the hell is this? Clone tool? Krita has a clone tool? What? Glass-tipped pens? What is happening? FX, perhaps? No, no, we're not trying to pixelize. Digital... what is this? Is this anything? No, but... Ooh. What? Look at that. It like, bleeds together when it gets close to another line. Oh, that's cool! What? That's so cool! Try the watercolor brushes. Here's the I don't... Where is it? Paint? Where's the watercolor? I like this one. I've used this one before. That's a fun texture. Where are the watercolor brushes? Watercolor fringe. That's... I don't know what's going on there. We probably need to use color to get an idea. Oh my. Okay. Now, do these blend together in any way, perhaps? Not particularly, but oh man. I should really try more creative methods of coloring. Huh. Need to play around with the tools at my disposal. Colors are fun, man. What was it doing? Right, lace. Okay, got distracted. Got distracted. It's not looking like any textures are gonna suit our needs. Unless, did I speak too soon and we found something that'll work? Not quite. Not quite. Well, when all else fails, here's what we can do. No, no. When all else fails, that's definitely not the thing to do. Is this anything? Is this anything? I'm getting impatient, so it's turning into nothing, but... No, that's nothing. I don't know how to draw lace. This is why I'm not a not safe for work artist. I couldn't draw lingerie to save my fucking life. I mean, that and my general grasp, inability to have a consistent grasp on anatomy as well. That probably helps as well. How many more times do you think you can fit "as well" into one sentence? I'm just trying to see if there's some way that I can cheat it. I'm not trying to give myself, like, some immaculate negligee here. Not safe for work art is a money cheat code. Yeah, if the money cheat code was harder to do than the real thing. What? That shit is so hard. Are you insane? Yeah, reference pics exist, but you think I'm going to use them? I think that's decent enough for my purposes. That's good. Okay. Save again, because it's been a hot minute. You literally used a reference to make this model? I can't read. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright. I'm just a little guy, you gotta understand. Alright? If I had the skills to hold an actual job, I wouldn't be streaming. Instead, I'm only good at holding a conversation. Huh. Model extends down a lot further than they usually do. That's fine, probably. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Okay. Nope. In you go. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Get rid of the background. File, save as. And now, you get to listen to me say out loud my naming conventions, which I do every single time, even when I'm not streaming. I have to say the things I'm typing out loud. I don't know why. No, not thumbnails. Fiata 2. Bag chain. New model. New folder. Officer. ENG. Officer closed 1. Save. 25% illiterate confirmed? I mean, I have an English degree. What more proof do you need? Officer closed 2. Officer closed 3. This provides some potential problems. No, it doesn't. We're fine. I think the potential problem is that when we blink, we look like a fucking dork, actually. Yeah, no, that's fine. Link. Okay. Goes back to there. Give me my pretty eyelashes back. I deserve them. I've been ever so good. Save as. Open 1. Okay. Open 2. As open 3. blink. And we can probably, for these ones, maybe move the eyelashes. I mean, you can't really see them, so no, we won't go through all the effort just for something you can barely see. Save as, close, open, blink. Right. The eyelashes really do bring this together, huh? It's just missing a sauce without them there. GIF Maker, because I still haven't learned how to use Krita's built-in animation software, or rather, I still haven't relearned for the 4th time how to use Krita's built-in animation software. Stream assets, Viata2, Bagchan, new model, officer. Closed 1. Closed, nope, closed 2. Closed 3. Upload files. I really should learn how to do that sometime. Make a GIF. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Dream assets, Viata2, Bagchan, new model, officer. Officer, closed, animated. Officer, animated, closed. Oh no, it's officer closed animated. There we go. Back to GIF Maker. Switch to manually ordered upload. Open 1. Open 2. Open 3. Upload files. Make GIF. Save as. Officer. Open. Animated. For some reason I feel like I have named those files incorrectly as per my usual naming conventions. Let me check. That doesn't feel right. Closed animated. What did I call that? Is this closed animated and open animated? Closed animated. Okay, no, I named them right. I named them right. I'm just sort of a little dumb, perhaps. A little stupid. And I will also return momentarily. I'm still here, but you know. Ready for the big reveal. Don't use that state on it. Closed mouth image. New model. Officer. Closed animated. Open animated. Close blink. Open blink. And I'm back. Hello. You know, I think that turned out quite well. I think that turned out quite well. God, it never gets old. It never gets old. It really just does not get old. That was so quick. We have streamlined the process quite well, haven't we? Can you say Uryu in the new fit? Uryu. Alrighty. Nice! Okay, now we've got a decision to make. Because we're only 2 hours into stream. Do we just start playing 1000xDesist now? I kind of feel like we do, right? I think we just do the first 2 hours. Are you drawing the other thing? No, I don't think so. I think we're good. I think we're good. That voice alone made me do Umineko fan art. Everyone was calling it Aslan or Aslan. I've never I've never read or watched those movies. I have no interaction with that whatsoever. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's the King of All No. The King of All Cosmos wasn't nearly that deep. King of All Cosmos had a little more flamboyance to him. Did he? I don't know. Was that the same voice? I don't know. There's a voice in my head that I'm mimicking when I do that Sakutaro voice, but I can only imagine Mando Aslan. Yeah. Uryu, Earth really is full of things. See, those are two different voices in my head. Those are two different voices in my head. Like, Earth really is full of things. It's somewhere slightly higher on the register. I'm moving my hand, like, slightly up, as if you could see what that means. Whereas, you know, the Sakutaro voice is more self-assured. It has a different cadence to it. Everyone knows gesturing at the microphone works. I mean, I certainly conveyed it in some manner of speaking. No pun intended. Either way, difference between a royal bearing and a knight. I'm glad you understand. It's like tilting your controller when you want to turn, which does work, empirically. Alright, so here's what we will do. We're gonna just close that down. And I think what we're gonna do is I will stop this recording here. And then I will launch 1000xDesist. We'll take our break. And, hold on, wait, give me a second. Let me make sure nothing happens, nothing goes wrong. Hold on. Just gotta go all the way back till when it was a full... Okay, alright, good. I'll save as... Stream assets, nope. It's in art. Rita. I have to set the KRA file. New model sheet. Where are you? LMN. New model sheet. Already exists. You want to replace it? Yes. Okay. All right. So we will do that. We will stop the recording here. So for VOD watchers who are just here for the art stream, fare thee well.